I think we are live. Yep, all good. Evening, everyone. Welcome to this evening's quiz. We'll get underway in just a sec. A couple of people are still requesting numbers for the beer draw, and they will be allocated. Don't worry if you haven't got a number yet. You will get one. And it looks like we've got a better feed than we had on Sunday. We've got the frame rate up to 46, but it's a bit over 30. It should be at 30 ideally, but as long as it's a good picture and we're not stuttering and looking like we're on CCTV, then that's all good. Down in the comments, if you've seen them, there are instructions on how to join the Facebook group if you would like a number for the prize draw. All you need to do is join, let us know you're playing, we'll give you a number, and then you might win some beer. As always, the beer is provided by the Beer Shack on Derbyshire Lane in Hucknall, and by the Byron's Rest, which is it Baker Street, just off the marketplace in Hucknall. I never really know what the name of that road is, just behind the little wall by the car park. Anyway, if we're all ready, just want to show you this actually. Somebody sent me a picture they're watching on their large telly. There we go. See if we can get it on the screen. There we go. There's their dinner and everything. Cheers, Alex. Thanks for that. Again, good evening to everybody who's playing. As we did on Sunday, the first question or two will be based upon news which does not have a headline beginning with the letter C. I could only find one today, but hopefully for Sunday I'll find a few more. And then that will then flow into the general knowledge round. So if we're all ready, which I hope we are, yeah, there's no more messages on there. We'll get straight into question number one. I haven't got my boot today. I've got tea. So, question one. Today, a famous couple announced the birth of their baby. They have named it X, the symbol for ash, which is a little AE symbol, A-12. I think it stands for X Ash Archangel. Name the couple who gave their baby this bizarre name.
You're not allowed to put weirdos.
So, question number one. Today, a famous couple announced the birth of their baby. They have named it X, the symbol ash, which is A joined to an E, A-12. Name the couple who have given their child this strange name. And how the heck would you shout them from the other side of the supermarket? Question number two. In which English county would you find Leeds Castle? Question number two. In which English county would you find Leeds Castle? Question number three. This refers to the old Latin names for various places. So if Wales is Cambria, which country is Hibernia? So in the old Latin names for countries, I can't remember what they're called. I didn't write it down, which was daft. But if Wales is Cambria, then Hibernia is the old Latin name for which country? England was Anglia, if that helps. Question number 4. Cheddar cheese has its origins in a town called Cheddar. Which English county would you find Cheddar? So the town that gives its name to the cheese, Cheddar. Which English county is home to the town called Cheddar? I wrote these about 10 minutes ago, so yes, you can probably tell by the wording. Question number 4 again. In which English county is the town of Cheddar? I'll get my boot out soon. Question number 5. In 1953, the world's first successful attempt at jet-propelled VTOL, which is vertical takeoff and landing, was performed at Hucknall by the thrust measuring rig. What is the thrust measuring rig better known as? Before then, things could take off vertically. Without jets, they were called helicopters, but this was the first using jet engines. Question number 5. In 1953, the world's first successful attempt at jet-propelled VTOL, that's vertical takeoff and landing, was performed at Hucknall by the thrust measuring rig. What is the thrust measuring rig better known as? For me, that was about 300 metres that way. Sorry? I haven't had a haircut, I've just been playing with it for a while.
It does not need it.
Yeah, that might be the brush. Okay, question number 6. H, that's the letter H, is the symbol for which chemical element? It's number 1 on the periodic table. H is the chemical symbol for which element? Question number 7, astronomy. Ursa Major, the constellation Ursa Major, is better known as what? There are a couple of answers, I'll take them. There's a couple of common names, either will do. So question 7, the constellation Ursa Major is better known as what? Question number 8. The Boeing B-29 Stratofortress, Enola Gay, was famous for what?
Tom Coop says he's never seen you drink out of a normal cup. But all he just came from a boot.
Sometimes I drink from a cup. Tea certainly tastes better out of well, it's a mug rather than a cup. I won't go that far. Question number 8 again. The Boeing B-29 Stratofortress, named Enola Gay, is famous for what?
Can't do some singing.
I'm not singing the song, no.
No.
Was it ELO that did that song?
Yeah.
Yes. And question number 9, I think. Yeah, I think I've written them down in a funny order. We should be on question 10 now.
Oh, yeah.
Will I ever get it right?
Only if I do it for you.
So question 9, if you've written them in the correct order. What fruit juice is used to make a Bloody Mary? I believe we're on question 10. What fruit juice is used to make a Bloody Mary?
Not yet.
So we went 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Then I skipped to some questions I'd already written down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. But 10 was further up, so I read number 10 out as number 5, I think.
No.
Yes. Call me a banana.
I get stuff.
Well, I've just turned the page to the questions that Helen's written, and she hasn't put numbers on any of them.
Well, because you do them at the end. You're supposed to. So don't blame me.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying it's your fault.
Right, that's
So
it.
anyway, moving on to the next round quickly.
So yeah, better do quickly.
Yes.
Well,
This next round was written by Helen earlier today. It's entitled VE Day, because of course on Friday it is VE Day. So these next 10 questions are based loosely around that subject. There are no numbers on the questions, but I believe that the next one is number 11. So question number 11. What does VE Day stand for? That's the VE bit, not the day. So question 11, what does VE Day stand for? Question number 12, what does VE Day commemorate? So question 12, what does VE Day commemorate? I think Americans celebrate slightly different. For them, I think they have a VJ Day. Maybe Alex can confirm that.
probably you are out in questions. But...
There were 10 questions to start with, and we've done 3 on this VE. Well, we're about to do number 13. I'm going to shut up about the numbers. You've got your sheets, write them down.
You only did 9 in the first round.
I only did 9.
Aren't they? It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, that's.
Unless you want to go back and do question 10.
I read it out. Yep, I only did 9. So. Sorry. So we should. This officially is question 12, then I guess. I'll write them down so we remember the answers. That's 10. That's 11. That's 12. So, moving on. Question 12. Officially.
You've confused some people there.
Yes, I've confused myself, let alone everybody else. If you go down your answers and write 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 next to them, then this next one should be number 12.
Just say next question.
Next question. Who was the British Prime Minister at the time of VE Day? So question whatever, it should be number 12. Who was the British PM at the time of VE Day? At least the picture quality is better today. Question 13. In the year 2020, which is this year, how many years are we celebrating since VE Day? Question 13. This is the year 2020. How many years is it since VE Day? What anniversary is it, in other words? We're going to need to get the boot out in a minute.
That's what he's saying.
Right. Scrap the tea. I'm going on the boot. Just finish this round. Question 14. Who was Britain's monarch during World War II? Question 14. Who was Britain's monarch during World War II? Monarch. Who was the king or queen? Question 15. Who is the British singer famous for wartime hit We'll Meet Again? So question 15. Who is the British singer famous for her wartime hit We'll Meet Again? Question 16. Who was the leader of Germany when they surrendered to the Allies? So question 16. When Germany surrendered to the Allies at the end of World War II, who was in charge of Germany? Question 17. In what year did the UK and France declare war on Germany? This is for the Second World War, obviously.
Alex says VJ is victory in Japan was celebrated, but nowadays they just group everything into Veterans Day, November 11th, or Memorial Day, May the 25th.
So apparently in America, VJ Day is now grouped together and it's called Veterans Day. Was that November the 11th?
Yeah.
Yeah, same as our Armistice Day. Question 17 repeated. In what year did the UK and France declare war on Germany? That was for the Second World War, not for any other wars. Question number 18. What was Princess Elizabeth, our current Queen, allowed to do on VE Day? Was it A, leave the palace, wander with the crowds? B, stand on the balcony of Buckingham Palace? Or C, drive a tank down the mall?
Mall, not mall.
Mall. I didn't read these, I'm not sure. I really do hope that it's C. So question 18, what was Princess Elizabeth, who is currently Queen of England, allowed to do on VE Day? Was it A, leave the palace and wander with the crowds? B, stand on the balcony of Buckingham Palace? Or C, drive a tank down the mall, whichever you want? I do hope it's that one. That would have been great. Question number 19, and the final question for this round. What day of the week was the first VE Day? So what day of the week did the original VE Day fall on? Obviously that was in 1945. Was it A, Monday, B, Tuesday, or C, Wednesday? For me, that would be a pure guess because I don't know. So question 19, what day of the week was the first VE Day? Was it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? Right, I'm going to have a little break now. I'm going to fill my boot. I might visit the toilet, I don't know. You can do the same, get yourselves a drink, visit the little boy's room or the little girl's room or the men's or women's room, whatever you like. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hello everyone, we're back. I'm back. We're going to go through the pictures shortly, but first we'll go through the answers to the first couple of rounds. Before we do, if you remember not so long ago, the local food bank, it had a doorstep collection where people from the fire brigade and others in the community, they came and collected food from your doorstep. Well, I found out that they're going to do it again on the 5th of June, which is a Friday, isn't it? Yeah. So Friday the 5th of June, there's going to be another doorstep collection for the food bank. I'll give you more details later to the date, and I'll create a slide with the email address and contact details, and I will put that up on Sunday. So I've got my boot now. Beautiful. Right, here's the answers. I take it everybody's ready. I'll have a look. Hello, Darren.
Hello, Mama, yeah?
Oh, no. Hello, Mama. Okay, here's the answers. Question number 1. The famous couple who gave their baby a strange name. It was Elon Musk and Grimes. Apparently she's a Canadian singer. And apparently the name is pronounced Ash Archangel or Archangel.
Probably just call her Angel.
Yeah. So the answer to question 1, it was Elon Musk and Grimes. 1 point for each. So now we can get 10 points in for the 9-point round. Of course, if you put Grimes' real name, which I don't know, then you get a point for that as well.
Do you want to look it up?
If you like, yeah.
What's it called?
Grimes, Grimes, Canadian singer.
Okay, right. I'll look it up.
That was on the news earlier on today. Question number 2. Leeds Castle is in Kent. I think it's named after the person who owned the land at the time.
It's called Claire Elise Boucher.
Okay, so Grimes is called Claire Elise Boucher. Boucher. Not something I'm going to lose any sleep over, that's for sure. Question number 2. Leeds Castle is in Kent. Question number 3. Hibernia is the old Latin name for Ireland. That might have caught a few people out if they were thinking of the Scottish football team, but no. Hibernia is the old Latin name for Ireland. Cambria is Wales. Caledonia, Scotland. I think Anglia was England. Collectively, the British Isles are known as either Albion or Britannia. Question number 4. Cheddar is in Somerset. Question number 5. The thrust measuring rig is better known as the flying bedstead. It first flew at Hucknall in 1953, making it the world's first jet-propelled vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. It led on to the development of aircraft such as the Harrier jump jet and the more recent F-35 Lightning. Just if you wanted to know. So question number 5, the thrust measuring rig was better known as the flying bedstead. And if you've seen the little logo for this YouTube channel, that is the flying bedstead. There was a pub called the Flying Bedstead. It's no longer there. There was another one called the Harrier. That's no longer there. However, both of their pub signs, they were deemed to have historical significance, so they are preserved, and you can see them in the beer shack if you pop in. They're hanging there on the wall. is where I took the picture. Question number 6. The chemical symbol H is for hydrogen. Question number 6, it's hydrogen. Question number 7, Ursa Major is better known as the Great Bear, but you can also have the Big Dipper or the Plough. It goes by a few names. So Ursa Major, it's the Great Bear, the Big Dipper or the Plough. Either one of those counts. Question number 8, the Boeing B-29 Stratofortress Enola Gay. It dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Question 8, the Boeing B-29 Stratofortress Enola Gay. It was the first aircraft to use an atomic bomb in war, and it dropped it on Hiroshima. And question number 9, the fruit juice used to make a Bloody Mary is tomato juice. Of course, if it was a vegetable, it would be a vegetable juice, but it's not. A fruit's tomato, and fruit juice is used to make a Bloody Mary. Got an interesting Marmite round coming up. I was going to buy a tub of Marmite to post out to the winners in case they can't get to collect the beer, but the shop had sold out. Okay, so there was 10 points available for that round because you could have had 2 for the first one. Now we're moving on to the VE Day round. Question number 10. VE stands for Victory in Europe. Question number 10. VE Day stands for Victory in Europe. Question number 11. VE Day commemorates the day that World War II finished. It didn't totally finish then because the Japanese were still at it.
Right.
But it's the day the fighting stopped between the Nazis and the war came to a finish in Europe. Question 12. Winston Churchill was the British Prime Minister at the time of VE Day. Question 13. We are celebrating 75 years since VE Day. So this year marks the 75th anniversary of VE Day. I believe that's on Friday. Question 14. The king or queen who was on the throne during World War II was George VI. Question 14, George VI. Question 15, the British singer famous for her wartime hit, We'll Meet Again. It was Dame Vera Lynn. Question 15 was Dame Vera Lynn. Something beeping?
Yeah, Alex is trying to correct you.
Is he?
Yeah, something about the black flying best that he thinks it's a B-29 Superfortress. Stratofortress was jet propelled, didn't exist until
Ah.
That doesn't make any sense to me, but hey ho.
I've got Stratofortress. Anyway. Question number 16. Who was in charge of Germany when they surrendered? It was Grand Admiral Karl Donitz. The President of Germany when they surrendered was Grand Admiral Karl Donitz. He was President of Germany for all of 20 days. He took over from Hitler when he snuffed it.
Or did he?
Or did he? Is he living in Argentina? No, he's not. He shot himself, I think. But the guy who took over was Grand Admiral Karl Donitz. And question 17, the year the UK and France declared war on Germany, which was the start of the Second World War, was 1939. Question number 18. Princess Elizabeth, who is now our Queen, was allowed to leave the palace and wander with the crowds, which is A. I was hoping it was going to be drive a tank down the mall, but well. So Princess Elizabeth was allowed to leave the palace and wander with the crowds. And question 19, the day of the week which the original VE Day fell on was a Tuesday. I'm guessing for pretty much everybody that's a 1 in 3 guess. The options were Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday. The day was Tuesday. Okay, if anybody would like me to read any of those out, if anybody would like me to correct any mistakes I've made, then feel free.
Form an orderly queue.
Yes. Form a queue.
And we'll file you under B. That's what I do at school.
Okay. We're going to move on to the picture round now. The reason we had really poor quality video on Sunday was because I stored all the pictures on this software here, and it didn't like it. So now I've changed it around a little bit, and hopefully we're all good. So for the picture round, we have some company logos. Obviously the company names have been removed. Some of them are slightly obscure because some of the logo is missing. All you have to do is to guess the name of the company or the firm, manufacturer, whatever they are.
The thing.
The thing, yeah, here we go.
What do you want to do?
I did that last time, didn't I? I forgot to put the sound on the pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Have you done it now?
I've done it now, yes.
Yay.
I thought this would have made a difference. Okay, you've seen the first 3 pictures. I won't go back through them. You kind of know the gist. What are they? So this one, it's not a car manufacturer. It's something else. But whose company logo is it? Still no sound. Is the sound working? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, flicking now.
Yeah. Well, my little bar's moving up and down, so it should be on now. Right.
Oh, you've just skipped a picture.
I did. How do you go back?
Like that.
Like that. There we go.
Oh, right, yes.
So we are back to picture number 4. Yeah. This could be confusing. No whispering in the background, please. The microphone does pick up quite a lot.
Sorry.
It doesn't, though.
Yes, it does.
No. You can't hear the whispering.
But they can. It is quite sensitive.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you can hit when Grandma gets like cereal.
Anyway, moving on. Yes, we've got quiet at the back. Quiet at the back. Moving on to picture number 5. Ah.
Ooh.
Now what is that?
What is it?
I'll get stuck in that one.
Right, here comes picture number 6.
6.
Oh,
That's obvious.
Thomas's favourite.
Yeah, that's an easy. That's a
That
nice
is
and easy
so
one.
obvious.
Don't shout, please. Yes, that should be an easy one. And once these pictures are finished, we'll have another short break. My boot is getting empty. And if you're drinking beer at the same place as me, then you'll be wanting a refill too. Logic there, you see. Picture number 7. Now that is only part of a logo. But for which company? You remember, our prizes tonight are being provided by the Beer Shack Hucknall and by the Byron's Rest. The prizes are 2 pints of beer from the Beer Shack and 2 pints of beer from the Byron's Rest. In order to claim your prize, you will need your score sheet. If you write your number that you've been allocated on the score sheet, and then you will need some kind of identification as well. Otherwise, anybody could turn up with a score sheet and claim your beer, and then you lose it, and that would be devastating. Nobody wants to lose their beer, so when you claim it, make sure you take some ID and your score sheet with your name written down on it. How many have we got? We've got about 20 in again.
21.
Yes, we've got 21 teams registered to play for the beer. There's quite a lot of teams who aren't playing for the beer because they don't live local. That's fine. And there's others that don't drink beer for what? Well, that's up to them, I guess. So moving on, picture 8. Here we go. Picture number 8. Aha.
Oh.
I'll write that one down. I didn't write it down. So there we go. He's a snappy looking chap. Not sure if the cursor's visible or not. Shouldn't be. Maybe it is. put it in its mouth. Okay, I'll just give you a moment to take that in. I'll drink the rest of my boot, and then we'll have a very short break. We're on 20 past at the moment. We're hoping to finish for around 10 to. And to come after the picture round, we've got the Marmite round, which will be revealed shortly. And then we'll have a few music questions to finish with. Oh, I spilt it. Yeah, well, it was bound to happen one day. It was only a little dribble, but I did spill it. Okay, if everybody's done with these pictures, we'll move on to a little break. Okay, we shall return in about 5 minutes. If anybody's left any comments, I'll have a look at them. And then we'll be back with the Marmite round. See you soon.
You know the mic's still on? It is. Go back on it. But it's still on.
There it is.
There we go.
We're back. Hopefully you're all refreshed. Got yourselves a nice lovely beer or a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever it is you're drinking. I've refilled my boot. Okay, so time for tonight's Marmite round. We've had Homer or Trump a couple of times now. We've had sausage or cheese, dessert, desert or sea, and today we've got Greek or Roman. I'm going to read out some names of mythological characters. These are godlike creatures. They were either Greek or Roman. You have to decide which one. So if I read out Zeus, then obviously that would be a Greek god. So Zeus was Greek, wasn't he? He was, good. Yes, otherwise that would have been another cock-up. So today's round, there's a few messages coming through. We're just waiting to see if it's people who are just returning from wherever they've been. Have a quick look. How are we doing? Right for time. Yeah. Okay, we're all good. Everybody's ready. So this round, I'm going to read you out some gods. All you have to do is decide whether they are Roman or Greek. Question number 28. Mars. Roman or Greek? Question 28. Mars. Was Mars Roman or was Mars Greek? Question 29. Jupiter. Question 29. Jupiter. Was Jupiter Greek or was Jupiter Roman? Question 30. Aphrodite. Question 30. Aphrodite. Is that a Greek name or a Roman name? Question 31. Minerva. Question 31. Minerva. Was that a Greek name or a Roman name? Minerva was a goddess rather than a god. God even. Question 32. Dionysus. Question 32. Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Dionysus. Dionysus. Dionysus.
It is Dionysus.
Dionysus. Dionysus.
Definitely Dionysus.
Question 33. Demeter. Is it Demeter? Demeter. Yes. So question 33. Demeter. It was a goddess. Was she Roman or was she Greek? Question 34. Vulcan. Not that Vulcan. Or is it that? Live long and smell of phosphorus. So question 34. Vulcan. Number 35. Ceres. That's spelled C-E-R-E-S. Ceres. Was that a Roman or a Greek? Or Greek or Roman? Question 35. Ceres. Question 36. Nike or Nike, depending on how you pronounce it. It's like the trainers. She was a goddess, so was Nike or Nike a Greek goddess or a Roman goddess? Number 37. Hermes. Was Hermes Greek or Roman? I don't think Hermes was the god of late parcels, but you never know.
Or just chuck it in the garden.
Yeah, well, the god of chuck it in the garden over the fence, hide it behind the bin. Question 37. Hermes, Greek or Roman? Is that the lot?
Oh, there's music.
Oh no, I thought there was.
There's like one more on the top of the page. I don't know.
No, that was 10. Yeah.
That's 10, yeah.
Well, I'm in numbers, eh?
I thought you meant it's not the end of the quiz.
No. Right. Now we're going to move on to the final round. It's the music-based round. There's a little bit of theme to this one, and it is the 1990s. Some people going, yay, some people going, ugh. Which are you? Straight into the final round, the music round, with number 38. What was the name of Gabrielle's debut single? Question 38. What was the name of Gabrielle's debut single? There is a clue. They can come true. Question 39. Life in plastic, it's fantastic is a line from the lyrics of which 1997 hit? You get a bonus point for the artist. So we need the song title and the artist, 1 point for each. Question 39. Life in plastic, It's fantastic is a line from the lyrics of which 1997 hit?
Use that term like hit.
Hit, yes. For some, maybe. Question number 40. In which year did Robbie Williams leave Take That? Remember, there was teenagers crying. We want Robbie. Sad kids.
No, don't be judgmental.
No, don't be judgmental.
Quite a lot of adults like Robbie Take That as well. Not me.
Yeah, I don't mind them myself, but I'm not gonna. I didn't cry when Robbie left.
Wow, you might. Did you cry?
I think my sister did.
Yeah, she definitely did. She's gonna have you for that.
Yes. So, question 40. In which year did Robbie Williams leave Take That? And question 41. Grunge became popular in the early 90s, helped by the success of which rock band's Nevermind studio album? So, question 40. Grunge became popular in the early 90s, helped by the success of which rock band's Nevermind studio album? That was question 41, wasn't it? No, it was. Question 42. Who had the Christmas #1 single in 1993?
Oh, another not very annoying. Oh, our sister's not really happy with you.
Question 42. Who had the Christmas #1 single in 1993? I'll give you a clue. It was a big round character with, I think it was yellow and purple spots. And it was annoying. An annoying bugger. That's what he was.
And he had a fairground which was dedicated to him in Morecambe.
Yes, they did try to open a fairground in Morecambe dedicated to him. It fell flat on its face, as he often used to do. Right, we've reached the final question, and for anybody who was watching before, you know what's coming. For anybody who hasn't, I'm going to read some song lyrics out, and from the lyrics you have to guess the artist, the song title, the year it was released, was it a UK #1, yes or no, and the film that it was the soundtrack to. So there's 5 points available in this question. 1 for the artist, 1 for the title, 1 for the year, #1, yes or no, and which film it was a soundtrack to. I'm going to read it out. Yeah. Every night in my dreams I see you. I feel you, that is how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are.
Sing it.
No. So we need the artist, the title, the year it was released, was it a UK #1, yes or no, and the film that it was the soundtrack to. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are. We need the artist, the title, the year UK #1, yes or no, and the film which it was the soundtrack to. I'm going to leave you for a minute to think about that. Just a short break, maybe a minute or two. Then we'll come back with the answers and we will do the all-important prize draw for the beer. Now the sound is back on. Okay, hi everyone, I'm back again. Oh, I'm using this thing as a mirror again, aren't I? It's daft. Don't do it, don't do it. It's all in reverse. Okay, we're going to come back with your answers now. First of all, for the pitch around. Hopefully I will remember to turn the sound on. Knock on wood. Right, here's the answers for the all. You should be able to hear me. Excellent. Right, the first one there, that's which is picture 1, or question 20. We'll sort it one day. Promise. We'll sort it one day. Right. Picture number 1, that is Amazon. It's just a little piece of their logo showing there, but that is Amazon. Picture number 2, that is Aston Martin, luxury car manufacturer. Picture number 3, that's Barclays, the bank. Picture number 3 is Barclays Bank. Is it funny? I'll look later. My sister's been in touch. She is watching. Apparently I've embarrassed her. Yeah.
Oh, you're so bad.
I'll buy her a pint next time I see her. Picture number 4, that is the logo for the Barclays Premier League. Well, nobody's watching football at the moment except for replays. But yeah, that's the part of the logo for the Barclays Premier League. Number 5, that is BMW. Number 6, that is Google Chrome, the browser. If you like sausage rolls, picture 7's for you, that's Greg's. Picture number 8, that's Lacoste. Lacoste? Is it Lacoste or Lacoste?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Lacoste? It's the crocodile thing you see on there. Lacoste. Yeah, it is Lacoste. Not lacrosse. Get rid of that. Tell me what you want to do. How odd. Right. I'm back, and now we've got the Marmite round, which today was Greek or Roman. A little clue here, if it's a planet, it's usually Roman. Number 28 was Mars, the Roman god of war. 29, Jupiter, the Roman god of the sky and thunder. I think some of these gods had other uses as well, but these are the main points. Number 30, that was Aphrodite. That was the Greek goddess of love and beauty. 31 was Minerva, and she was the Roman goddess of wisdom. Number 32, Dionysus. Was anybody around to record the pronunciation, or was it just made up?
I've done an A-level in classical civilization, have you know?
I'll take a word for it. So Dionysus was the Greek god of the vine.
In other words, he was drunk all the time.
Yeah, he was probably pissed. 33, Demeter. Waiting to be corrected. No, Demeter. Excellent. Demeter was the Greek goddess of harvest and fertility. Number 34, Vulcan. Not that Vulcan, but the Vulcan, which was the Roman god of fire. Volcanoes are named after him as well. Unsurprising. Number 35, Ceres, Ceres. That was the Roman goddess of agriculture, grain and crops. Number 36, Nike. Nike was the Greek goddess of speed, strength, and victory. And number 37, Hermes was the Greek god of parcel delivery. No, Hermes was the Greek messenger god. I think he had a few other uses as well. Maybe something to do with war and all of this, but either way, Hermes was Greek. Right, finally we're going to do the answers for the music round. This was based on 1990s music. And then we'll do the all-important draw for the beer. So question 38, Gabrielle's debut single was Dreams. Question 39, Life in Plastic, It's Fantastic was a 1997 hit song for Aqua and their song Barbie Girl. I'm not singing it. Question 40, Robbie Williams tragically left Take That in 1995. Question 41, grunge became popular in the 1990s, helped by the success of which rock band's Nevermind studio album? That was Nirvana. A lot better than Take That.
Maybe likes Nirvana.
I know she does. It was just my opinion, that's all. And the character for question 42 who had the Christmas #1 single in 1993. It was Mr. Blobby with Mr. Blobby.
The artist. The title.
Right, question 43, the final question. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you, that is how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are. We wanted the artist, the title, the year, UK #1, yes or no, and the film which it was a soundtrack to. The artist was Celine Dion. The title, My Heart Will Go On. It was released in 1997. And yes, it was a UK #1. And it was the soundtrack to the film Titanic. And it did go on and on and on. But it was only at #1 for 2 weeks. It was just played to death, basically. So, hope you all did well there. Hope you all enjoyed it. And we will be back on Thursday, on Sunday at 8:30, same channel. I've got a little microscope. I might use that for the pictures round if I can get it connected. The problem we had with the frame rate on Sunday was because I had too many pictures loaded onto here. So I put them on a PowerPoint slideshow instead, which seems to have cured that problem. But anyway, now it's time for the all-important beer draw. I'm going to read the names of the first names of the households that have participated. I know that quite a few people have got different people playing in the house, but I'll just read them out. We've got Deborah, Glenn, Darren, Matthew, Rob, Kay, Louise, Elaine, Tom, Joe, John, Richard, Lisa, Adrian, Martin, Richard, Woody, Pete, Mark, Kieran, Tia, and Sarah. So good luck, everybody. Let's see who it is.
Okay. Right, so it's number 6.
Number 6 is Kay Louise Hedworth.
Okay, got a few scores for him.
Okay, so if you'd like to send us a message on the Facebook, we can get you some details. You've won the prize, which is 4 pints, 2 from the Beer Shack, and 2 from the Byron's Rest. If you take your score sheet with your number 6 written in the corner and some kind of ID, check with the establishments as to when they're opening. So I think they do take out a couple of days a week, but it's for draft ale, so you'll have to check on availability. If not, you can have a pub crawl after lockdown and enjoy yourself. Well done. Okay. So if you're leaving us now, thank you very much for playing. We'll see you on Sunday. I'm going to stay here for a little longer and read out a few of your scores as they are sent to us.
Okay, so is it 43 for Nobby, 40 for Emma and Pete, 42 for Lisa, 42 for Adrian, 44 for Debbie.
Yeah, they can hear you. You're all right.
That's it for now.
Oh, that's it for now. Okay.
That's my note.
Just to let you know, the Hucknall Food Bank will be having another doorstep collection day, which is on Friday the 5th of June. You will have to contact them to arrange your pickup. All you do is leave your food parcel on the doorstep, and then the fire brigade come around and pick it up. And I think there's also volunteers from Hucknall Rotary Club coming around picking up the food, so whether you get to see the big red engine or not, it's just down to luck.
Okay, so Sarah got 42.
Yeah, well done, good score there.
Rob got 38.
Well done, Rob.
Danny 36.
Well done, Danny.
Joe got 24. High score had might celebrate and go to the living room. Nice one.
Anything above 20 is a good score on this quiz. We try to mix it around for everybody, so not everybody will know all of the answers, but if you score over 20, you've done really well.
Elaine got 45.
If you score 45, then you need to come and sit in this seat instead of me.
Kay Louise Hedworth 35. Thank you,
well done.
Beer. Well done.
No problem.
Tom got 31.
Yeah, good score.
I think there's some more here. Woody 41. Well done. Matt says Mama says hello. They got 38.
Hello, Mama. Well done for winning the beer last on Sunday.
Darren got 39.
Good score, Darren. Is that canary in the... Where is it? Just there. Is the canary in that cage dead? I haven't seen it move for a while.
You can say hello, Thomas.
Come say hello if you like. I thought you should have been in bed.
No.
Yes, you haven't been.
School tomorrow.
School tomorrow. Homeschool.
Yeah, it's not school though.
Homeschool. Just as important.
I'll tell you, I've set out a schedule starting at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
No, you haven't.
Well, that's after your 5 a.m. run.
No.
He refused to out. I do that.
Anyway, thanks for playing, everybody. We will be back on Sunday at 8:30, this channel. Well done, Richard Hudson. He's scored 34. Happy birthday, Steph, if you're watching.
Oh, happy birthday, Steph.
Yeah, I don't think he's watching today.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to end the stream now. Thank you, everybody. We will be back on Sunday.
Bye. Oh, there's Thomas's hand.
Bye.
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 There's a little bit of a delay, so I'll keep it running until the delay runs out.
Okay.
Right, please. Ow! Well, then piercing got top mark and Debbie got the second top mark.